Hi, this is Plague Warrior, and we're back, and this is my third time recording, so third time's the charm. I now know how your comics with your boy Zach feels, having to record multiple times. Hopefully this is the final time. I just want to say please like and subscribe. Go to my website, zinecomics.com. You can check out my free comic forerunners there, and you can hear more here on this channel about my future comic, which I'll get into in another video. I'll just say I missed last week, but I am back this week. Hopefully nothing like that will happen again. Just has some family stuff come up. Just want to take care of it. But I'll let you all know what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. And it's not like anybody missed anything because nobody watches this channel anyways. But I went to go see Black Adam, and pretty much like everybody else, I thought it was average. It was okay. I enjoyed it. Nothing special. I enjoyed seeing Henry Cavill back as Superman. I think that one problem with the movie is they seem like they wanted to make the anti-hero movie and someone who's like really on the edge of being a villain, but really actually a good guy. But they really couldn't go in that territory because I don't think they just didn't. I mean, I'm not going to go in here and hypothesize or anything, but The Rock in the movie never did anything dastardly to where I thought he could be a bad guy. It was mostly The Rock doing, I mean, he killed people, sure, but nothing that made me scream like, oh, this guy is on the verge of true evil here in just a second. So I think that's one of the problems, that I never saw like a villainous moment from it. And I think it's, who knows why. Who knows. Anyways, decent movie. Go see it. I enjoyed it. And on a different note, I just got into Shane Davis's Inglorious Rex. I want to start reading that in preparation for my review video next week. I also bought Starlight Cats, so I can't wait to take a look at that as well. Speaking of Shane Davis, my wife went to a place called Ollie's, the little secondhand store, where if there's too much of something, or if something was never bought, they send it over to this store and you can buy it at a lower price. My wife happened to go in there to the comic book section, and I was somewhere else, but she messaged me with some pictures saying, see anything you like, and I did see J. Michael Straczynski, if I pronounce that right, and Shane Davis's Superman Earth 1. So it's kind of an interesting read to see past Shane Davis and present day Shane Davis. Kind of fun to look at the differences and compare and contrast those. Other than that, nothing really going on. I will say that my hometown is having a comic convention this weekend. It's good to go back to that. I haven't been to one in at least 2 years. Due to COVID and everything. So it'll be nice to go in, take a look at some comic books, action figures. Hopefully I find some good finds, some rare items. I'm kind of excited to go back in. Other than that, I picked up Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I didn't plan on getting this comic. The only reason I really got it is because, and I know this sounds silly, but I had some pins that my mother got me that has my comic book company on them and the website. She got it for me for my birthday as a nice birthday present. She thought I would enjoy it and that I could go and give it around to people, kind of self-promotion for my comic. I'm afraid she's still stuck in the 1950s type era where you go and put in you go and you give pins to people to promote yourself. But it was a nice gesture and I appreciated it, and it's a nice pin. So I did take it and who knows, maybe something will happen with it. And I always believe in the quid pro quo, so it's like, do a little something for me and do a little something for you. So I thought, I was like, okay, I'll go buy these 2 comics I'm slightly interested in, and I'll give them a handful of pins and say, hey, can you pass these out to people to promote my comic book? So I took a look at the comic. The artwork is very stylized, I should say. Kind of like a smack dab in the middle between American superhero or American style and manga style, somewhere in the middle there, which is almost kind of fitting since, Power Rangers, even though it is a Japanese phenomenon, it got adopted over here in America, and it does have the American heroes to it. So it may be kind of fitting that it has that. The storyline seemed, I only bought 4 and 5 because that's all they had. But from what I could tell, the storyline was okay. Basically, Godzilla fights the Power Rangers, then bigger foes come in, so Godzilla teams up the Power Rangers, and at the very end, they defeat King Ghidorah, who's the big bad, and then they go their separate ways. I did like at the end, though, where Rita Repulsa tries to go to different multiverses, and in each one is different Power Rangers or different Godzillas. I thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah, there's that. And then I did try to submit a question to Comics by Perch just because I thought it was funny. I think he was talking about something. I can't remember what he's talking about. But it brought up whatever it was, it brought up a question I wanted to ask him. I thought, hey, he probably gets hundreds of questions a day or a week. But still, I might as well throw my hat in the ring. And I asked him, how can a small-time creator like myself, stand out in the crowd through my project itself or my ideas, rather than just, being a celebrity personality? Because a lot of these things nowadays are sold on the celebrity personality, not the actual project itself. And that's kind of my opinion. And so, to be honest, I'm kind of boring. Probably why there's nobody watches this YouTube channel. But I wanted to hopefully have my artwork, or not my artwork, but my content stand out for me rather than me stand out for my content. He never got back to me. Probably just because, he has so many questions sent to him all the time. But I like to think of it as that he secretly knows I like Arby's, and so he hates my guts and will never answer one of my questions. That's what I like to think. Anyways, I want to try to keep this video short, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully it didn't bore you too much and you'll stay tuned for another video. Thank you.